everyone, this is Kathleen. And Kathy, do you mind sharing with us a little bit about what you were dealing with? What was your frustrations? Kind of where were you when you found us? And give us a little bit of idea of your journey since then.
Well, when I found you guys, I had just been diagnosed with Hashimoto's, and I had been fighting things for so long, and I didn't know what they were until I finally, after years and years and years, got a diagnosis rather than being told that it was all in my head. But I was dealing with chronic fatigue, brain fog, inability to lose weight, aches and pains, you name it. It was the whole gambit. And when I found your Facebook um, weekly thing, I got more information from that than I have in 20 years from anybody. So it really gave me a lot of confidence to say, there's hope. I was vindicated. Everything, all the symptoms that you would say, I was like, oh my God, so it's not in my head. It's actually real. So that's what drove me to start your program. And I was very, very happy that I did. Extremely happy.
And what have you
Uh,
what changes have you seen since you started, or what things have you see improved?
well, the aches and pains have dramatically increased or improved, not increased. And my sleep is so much better. I used to wake up 100 times a night. I've had nights where I felt like I was a kid again, when you fell asleep and woke up and it seemed like a minute and it was all night. So I've had many of those, which have been so refreshing. And the big thing with at my work that's helped is the brain fog has improved dramatically. I mean, very, very dramatically.
What things
So
would you
that
struggle with at work?
I just remembering I couldn't get the words out. I couldn't focus and plan my day and keep on task. And it was the whole gamut, not being able to focus, and every little thing would just take my concentration off what I was doing. And I would seem like I would never get anything done. And now I can focus, I can put everything in perspective what I need to get done today. And it's been a lifesaver. It really has. And another big thing, aside from the brain fog, I've noticed that before when I would eat things and I knew I wouldn't feel good after it, but you always you didn't know what to blame it on. Well, now that I'm detoxed and everything's out of my system, as soon as I have something, I know it right away exactly what caused that. Instead of I don't have to second guess myself. I know exactly what did it. I was just recently went down to South Carolina to visit my 94-year-old dad, and it was the first time that I was bad as far as my diet because it's hard when you go away to keep things. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy my whole family, and I had sugar, which I haven't had a dessert in I don't know how long. But before when I would have a dessert, I would feel horrible. And that sugar high that you would get, the sugar
Yeah.
headache immediately. Um, I didn't overdo it. I just did a little bit, and I didn't feel that sugar high or that crappiness. And my body knew that it could handle it. Just that little bit. I just didn't do too bad. But there was one thing I had that immediately I got a headache, and I knew exactly what it was. And prior to this program, I wouldn't have known what it was because I would have a headache probably 6 out of 7 days, and I never knew what was contributing to it. So now I can remove things from my diet and be confident that that's what it is.
Well, that's a big game changer. And what would you say to the person who was like you? They were probably told that there's nothing that can be done, that this is just how the way it is, or they may think that I know a lot of people who have a thyroid problem because they're told that all their lives look normal, they start to doubt themselves and they start to think that maybe they're a little bit crazy. What
Yeah,
would you say to that person?
just just have faith and do it and listen to your coach because they know what they're talking about. and follow what they tell you to do. And they'll just guide you all the way through. And it helps you understand exactly what is happening with your body. Like cortisol, I had no idea what that meant. High cortisol, low cortisol. I didn't know what to do to lower it. I didn't know the effects it had on my body, but going through this program has opened my eyes a lot more and helped me do the research properly that I need to do and understand exactly what is going on with your body. So just my advice is just do it. It is so worth it. I would do it again for sure.
Yeah, yeah. That's wonderful. And have your friends and family noticed a change in you?
My husband definitely. Yep, he's just one that sees me more. There was a big thing that when before I started the program, the exercise. What did you call it? The exercise. Whenever you would exercise, I would get flu-like symptoms.
Yeah.
And when every time I clean the house, I would be soaked in sweat from head to toe by the time I was done. And he would be like, "What is going on with you?" No matter what time of year, I was soaked from head to toe. Now it's not that way at all. You know, I can get the whole house clean and I'm fine. It used to be, it was like I jumped in the swimming pool. And now it's just, normal sweat. You do sweat, but nothing like it was. So there is a big difference, extremely big difference. And from feeling better, overall feeling better, my mood is better. I don't get cranky like I mean, I didn't realize I was getting cranky, but now I realize I was getting cranky. So it just helps with the whole gambit of everything.
And if someone's hesitating or they are like skeptical, now that you're on the other side of all this, what kind of word of encouragement would you give that person if they're just kind of like on the fence?
Oh my gosh, I would just jump the fence and do it. You are, as long as you follow what you're told to do and you follow the diet and follow your regimen with the supplements, you are not going to regret it in the
And
least.
and you mentioned a coach. How big a game changer was it having a coach?
Nicole, oh my God, she was absolutely wonderful. And I could text her anytime if I had questions. And she was phenomenal, phenomenal. I couldn't ask for a better coach.
Well, I'm so proud of you. Yes, we helped lead and guide you, but you obviously had to do the work. So I'm so excited for you, happy for you. And I know that, the knowledge that you gain, you will continue to practice. So
Absolutely.
that's just a testament that your body can heal and your body can change.
It can. Yes, it definitely can heal. That is for sure.
Well, that's wonderful. Thank you for taking the time to do this.
Oh, you're very welcome.